welcome back to the channel, and guess what? We are in Copenhagen. Now, let me tell you, when it comes to planning this trip, I did the bare minimum. Seriously, the most I researched was how to take the train to my hotel. After that, nothing. Oh, and by the way, it's about 45 degrees out. After landing, I followed the signs to the metro and stopped at a ticket kiosk. I thought, okay, let me just buy a one-way ticket to get to the hotel and figure everything else out later. It was super straightforward, and there were plenty of people around if I needed help. A one-way ticket cost about $6, which wasn't bad at all. I stayed at the Fairfield Inn right by the water, and the surrounding area was stunning during the day. But there's something I didn't know. The sun sets between 3 and 3:30 p.m. Yeah, another thing I forgot to research. After checking into my hotel, I settled in for a bit and then thought, okay, let's go find some Christmas lights. It was easy to learn my way around. The metro station was about a 10-minute walk from my hotel, and I downloaded this app, which was a game changer. The front desk recommended it, and I could use it to check in and out of the metro right from my phone. Very convenient. I got off at the station closest to Tivoli, but decided to explore a little first. I wandered down this alley and stumbled upon a Christmas market. It wasn't huge, but it had everything: hats, gloves, scarves, hot cocoa, and souvenirs. Since I'm not big on sweets, I skipped the churros and candy apples and went for a bratwurst instead. You can get it plain or with toppings, but I just added ketchup. After that, I found my way to Tivoli Gardens. There are actually two entrances, but this is the one I used. The ticket to get in cost about $28, and honestly, I think it was worth it. Tivoli has everything: rides, games, food, you name it. They make sure you don't have a reason to leave. So, come take a walk with me and experience Tivoli Gardens in December. Also, I hope I'm pronouncing the theme park correctly. If not, please let me know in the comments. It's cold out here, but it's not too bad so far. But it's definitely different than being home. But I like it though. It's very nice out here. Welcome to Denmark. Okay, let's take a daytime walk through the city of Copenhagen. It's about a 10-minute walk to the metro station from my hotel, and by day 2, I was crossing the streets like a local. Honestly, I love how bike-friendly and walkable so many countries are. It just makes exploring so much easier. Today, we're heading out on a canal cruise. Quick apology for briefly panning the camera at the meeting point. I wasn't thinking, so bear with me. This hour-long canal cruise was such a delightful experience. It's audio guided, but I'll be honest, I didn't listen to it. I was just here for the ride and the stunning sights. The cruise cost about $24 and the views were absolutely worth it. I got to see ancient castles, churches, and beautiful architecture all from the water. Now, let me set the scene. On this particular day, the temperature was in the low 40s. I could have sat inside the boat where it was warm, but let's be real, my footage wouldn't have been this amazing if I did. So, I threw on my beanie, embraced the chill, and let the cold slap me in the face for a good while. I hope you enjoyed this cruise as much as I did. Let's take in the views together. Alright, so the canal cruise is done. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Now we're going to squeeze through this Christmas market and see what else is out here before the sun sets again. Y'all, I'm not kidding. You blink and it looks like it's 10 p.m. outside. So I'm standing here thinking, which way should I go? Left, straight, or right? As I start walking, I realize how cold it is and I decide to find a cafe to warm up. I stopped at Cinnamon and Coffee, which was such a cute spot. They had plenty of snacks and other food options, but I just got some hot cocoa and kept it moving. From there, I decided to take a walk. No GPS, no plans, just wandering. That's when I stumbled across this beautiful hotel with an ice skating rink across the street. It was so nice to see people out there, trying to learn new techniques and just having fun. Now, I found myself back in one of the stops where the boat had picked up passengers earlier on the Canal Cruise. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the name of this location, but I'll put it on the screen. And yes, here's proof that I made it and that I was here. Cold, but I did it. After crossing back over the bridge, I walked past different restaurants, and I thought it was really clever that they had heated seats and blankets to keep diners warm. I stopped briefly to check out a menu, but nothing caught my attention. So I decided to hit up a food cart and got another bratwurst instead. At this point, I'm walking again, contemplating whether I should head back to the hotel or see what else is around. I eventually sat down on a rock, opened my maps, and saw the round tower. Turns out I had been sitting next to it the whole time and didn't even realize it. Following the GPS, I ended up walking behind the tower just to loop back to the front like, oh my god, it was right here all along. The round tower is actually connected to a church, which you can visit if you like, but to access the tower, you have to enter through the front. Now, I wasn't sure how we were supposed to get to the top. I figured there would be stairs, but instead it was a spiral walkway. It wasn't bad, but I've never walked up anything like that before, so it was definitely interesting. Let's take this walk together. Once you get to the top, there's a narrow stairway, and you're supposed to wait for the light to turn green so you don't bump into others going up or down. You're greeted with a stunning 360-degree view of Copenhagen. I do wish the tower were a little taller, but that would have meant more walking, so I guess I'm satisfied with the height. This is definitely something to add to your things to do in Copenhagen list if you ever visit. By now, all the walking had me exhausted, so I was ready to head back to my hotel and relax for the evening. But first, I had to zip through the Christmas market again and catch the train. And that, y'all, is the first half of my Copenhagen trip. Stay tuned for the next episode to see the rest of my adventures, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching.